What's up, agents? It's Chase and J Miles, and in this video, I am going to tell you how to prepare for interviews. So, if you're a real estate agent or you're about to be licensed and you're starting that process of interviewing with brokerages, I'm going to give you 4 tips on what you can do to prepare for those interviews.
Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real. Whether we East Coastin' or we in the hidden hills, in the poppin' straps of blue faces, not the pills. Heard you calling bluffs, I show and prove it, it's for real. Son of God, not a son of Sam. Keep it off the books and keep it coming in. Ditch the old whip, see what I'm coming in. The inside caramel just like 100 grand.
If this is your first time watching one of my videos, again, my name is Chase and J Miles, and I am a real estate agent here in Dallas, Texas. I have a full-on real estate team, and I have a full-on staff, so I have hired many people. Haven't fired a lot, but I've definitely hired some key people here on my real estate team, so I know a thing or two about hiring. I've also been in the business for a very long time, so I've interviewed at a lot of brokerages just to see what's out there, just to see where I wanted to be when I was first starting my career. And so I'm going to give you some of those tips to really make sure that you are prepared for your interviews when you go to brokerages. If you haven't yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and that bell icon so that you get notified when I release new videos. I release videos all the time to help you out as a real estate agent or someone coming into the business make the most of your real estate career. So if that's what you're into, click that subscribe button. Alright, so one big tip on interviewing is don't feel like you have to go out and interview at every single real estate company. It's not one of those things where you need to know exactly what everyone offers, because a lot of the companies offer some of the same things, but there are some distinct differences in some of them. And this is what brings me to my first point in saying do your research ahead of time and identify those companies that stick out to you. So those companies that you may like something about or you may have heard of, like do your research. The biggest differences in real estate companies are going to be the feel of the actual office, the vibe that the agents have over there, the type of real estate that they do. So whether they're doing commercial, residential, leasing, investments, all of those are the different types of real estate. And then the market that they work in, because not all companies work in all markets. You have some that work in high end, you have some that work in first-time home buyers, so they're across the board. So do the research on companies to find out really what they're about and if you can see yourself with that type of company. Is it the type of real estate that you want to do? So that way you're not out there wasting your time and going to every real estate company, because there are thousands of them. Next, what I want you to do, and people really mess up with this, they do it backwards when they go in on interviews. I want you ahead of time to think about how you can be an asset. When someone is considering hiring you as a real estate agent at their firm or on their team, probably the last thing that they want to hear is how much you want to get trained. Like that's a given. They're not going to let you get out there doing something that you don't know how to do, but they're also not a coaching program and they're not a trainer. They are a company. So if you are walking in the door just talking about how you want to get trained and what you want people to do, that is literally not showing yourself beneficial to the company at all. It's just kind of one of those things where you're just about take, like what can you give me versus what you can actually offer them. And this is especially true for teams. I am not a fan of someone coming in my office just telling me about how they want to get trained. Like that's not what my role is. I'm trying to build a team in an office full of superstars, people who want to be great, and that's what you want to show when you are in this interview at the brokerage. You want to show that you are on it, you're motivated, you're smart, you're a hustler, you're ready to get it done, you want to be in the right environment, you want to make them want you just as bad as you want them. Number 3, dress the part. This is still an interview. No matter what you think the vibe is, dress the part. Look like you are a superstar agent. Look like you are motivated and hungry. Come in there, wear a suit or at least wear a button down. Don't show up in jeans. Don't show up in a t-shirt. Just be as professional as you can be. Okay, these are people who you are wanting to invest in you. You want them to take you by the hand and show you down this journey. So if you can present yourself as clean cut as possible, the same way you would present yourself as if you were going for a very high-end job or a high-paying job, that's the same way that you want to be in your real estate interview. So I don't have to talk about this too much. You know what dressing good looks like, and so do that in your real estate interviews. And number 4, this is interview 101. Arrive a little bit early. Something you want to be able to do is you want to get a sense of that office vibe ahead of time. Okay, you want to see if you see agents walking around, or is it a ghost town? Is the receptionist nice? Are you greeted warmly? You know, you want to see what it looks like on the inside before your actual interview happens. Think about this. If you get there and someone is rushing you into a room and you're not seeing anything in the office, then that can be like a red flag, because once you start on your first day, you're going to be like, oh, if I would have known that it was going to be like this around here, I probably wouldn't have joined. So if you get there a little early, you can kind of peep a little bit and see if you can spot some action. I always recommend that. Plus, you want to show that you are that type of person, that you're professional, you respect the interview, you respect the company, you're arriving early, and you are about business. So definitely do that, which is a given, but you'd be so surprised how many people run late to interviews. So if you need more help with interviewing, I actually offer a 50 questions to ask a broker when interviewing on my website. I'll put the link down below and in the cards if I can do that. And you can download that list. It'll give you some interview questions, because an interview is kind of a two-way street. They're going to be interviewing you, but then you also want to interview them and ask them questions. So you can download that. It'll give you a good number of questions. Now, don't go in there and ask them all of them, but the ones that are most important to you and the ones that you really want to know that you can't find out through your research, you definitely want to bring those up in the interview. So it's totally free to download, and you can just click the link below and get that PDF. So if you found this video helpful, please click that thumbs up button. It'll help me out in the algorithms, and let me know down in the comments how your interviews went when you were interviewing to become a real estate agent at a certain brokerage. Until next time, I'm Chasen J. Miles, and I will talk to you soon.